Hey guys, what is up? I'm back with another video. If you watched my last video about my finds from the baseball card show that came through my neighborhood this past weekend, you'll notice that I picked up one of these Bowman Draft jumbo packs, 32 cards in it. It is a hobby only, if you can't see that, it's hobby only product. There, I can get it close enough where you can see. I believe this is Adley Rutschman, the #1 overall pick in this year's draft, and I think his name is Andrew Vaughn. Could be wrong on the first name, but it's definitely the Vaughn guy from University of California, who was one of the biggest power hitters in the NCAA this past year. Got drafted by the White Sox, obviously, right there. I've never opened this product. I have picked up Bowman, just regular Bowman release, which came back, way in the spring. Here's some of the regular Bowman cards. People call these the Bowman paper. You've got some that have just the regular major league players with the regular number on the back. Joey Wendell there, just numbered 3. Some of the prospects, you can see the name goes sideways. And you can see that's labeled with BP for Bowman Prospect 97. And then you would also get some Chrome cards in there. This is the first Bowman Chrome of Genesis Cabrera, pitcher for the Cardinals. You see how those are numbered with BCP for Bowman Chrome Prospect. And you can see the difference between the 3 numbers. So I believe these cards are going to look very, very similar to these regular Bowman releases, just with a slight difference. They might have a BDP for Bowman Draft Prospect on there. I believe these are all going to be players who were drafted within the last couple years. You're not going to find any like Joey Wendell's, guys currently in the major leagues. So if you are interested, like I said, I've never purchased this before. I believe this was $22, which is a little bit higher than I normally pay for a pack, but I kind of considered it like a blaster box, and if I had a chance to get a blaster of these, I would definitely go for it. So only 32 cards, but there's a chance to get some really good prospects, their first cards, which can definitely hold some value. You can see the odds there of getting the different parallels: sky blue 1 in 10, purple 1 in 20. I'm not going to read them all. Let's see, the autograph right here, 1 in 745. That's a superfractor, I think, autograph. I believe there are 3 autographs per box. And obviously I didn't buy the whole box here. Here's the no purchase necessary. If you don't have a hobby store near you and you don't want to buy it, you can send it to this address. No purchase necessary, Group 7, P.O. Box 5013, Scranton, Pennsylvania, 18505. You've got until March 11th to get that sent in. Or March 4th, sorry. Or postmarked by March 4th, received by March 11th. Because I know some people won't be able to find these in their area, and they may not want to spend the money to spend 22 or whatever it may cost in your area dollars per pack. So I'm going to go ahead and bust this open. This will probably be the only pack I open of these, unless I just absolutely go on a rampage here and pull something really, really amazing. So wish me luck. Here we go. Never opened this product before in my life. Let's see how we do. We should get a mixture of the paper cards and the chrome cards. If I can get it open here, flip it upside down. Ooh, we got something sparkling in there. You know what, I'm going to kind of cut it in half. You can see the cross section. The chrome cards kind of stick out because they're a little bit thicker. Let's actually do this right here. There we go. Oops, I got a chrome card at the front. Let's put that at the back. There's definitely something sparkling in there. Hopefully that's something nice. So here we go, Bowman paper. You can see how similar this is to the other cards. I mean, they're almost, look at that, almost identical. You would have a hard time telling. Obviously, this is in red. First Bowman, you can see up here, it's in blue. It says the #1 with the ST is in blue. Maybe that's a difference. I'm not sure. And the easiest place to recognize it is on the back. BD 36 Bowman Draft compared to BP Bowman Prospect or Bowman Paper. I believe it's Bowman Prospect. So first one, Antoine Kelly. I do not know a lot about many of these players, so I apologize if I pronounce their name wrong or don't have a lot of information. Owen Miller, shortstop for San Diego. Looks like he was picked 2018 in the 3rd round, 84th overall. Okay. I do know a lot about this guy, TJ Sikma. He went to the University of Missouri. and was one of their just shutdown closers, and then they eventually put him in the starting rotation. TJ Sikma out of Mizzou. He wasn't drafted too high. 38th overall, kind of one of those sandwich picks at their compensatory picks at the end of the first round. Definitely went to Mizzou. You can see right there. Had a good ERA in the Cape Cod League, which is pretty prestigious college league. So left-handed pitcher for the Yankees. Be worth keeping up on him. Estevan Florial, I have heard of him. He's one of the higher-rated prospects in the Yankees organization. Number 66 overall in the top 100. He may be getting a look pretty soon at the majors. Ethan Small. Don't know anything about Ethan. Apologize for Brewer fans. Dalton Varsho. Catching prospect. Left-handed. Second-round pick in 2017. We've got Michael Toglia. 23rd overall pick. First-rounder out of UCLA. First baseman. Brock Deathridge. I've seen his cards before. Some people call that Death Rage. That's really obviously not how you say it. 10th rounder. Looks like a speedster. Seth Beer. Here you go. He's one of the prospects that was traded from Houston to Arizona in the Zach Greinke trade. Seth Beer is a pretty good hitting prospect. I don't know how much of a defender he is. A lot of people said that he was the main prospect in the Greinke trade that went over to Arizona. And he is an Arkansas Razor, or says he for Fayetteville? No, okay, he went to Clemson, sorry. But he's got a lot of offensive potential. I don't know if he'll be average hitter or power hitter, but he's one of the bigger names to look out for. Bryant Packard, don't know anything about him. Andrew Vaughn, here you go. Here's our cover boy, Andrew Vaughn, on the front of the pack. Taken in the top 5, I believe. This is a nice one to have. Bowman paper of Andrew Vaughn. Be nice if it was chrome, but still. He was the number 3 overall pick. Golden Spikes Award. Very, very big-time power hitter. I'm going to put him off to the side. That's a nice one right there. We've got Jake Mangum. I've heard that name before. Drafted in the 4th round. Quinn Priester. Anthony Siegler. And that action shot. Look at that. You notice this doesn't have the first Bowman label on it. You can kind of use that to tell he's been in one of these releases before. This is not the first time Bowman has printed a card with his name on it. Logan Davidson. First Bowman paper. 29th overall, first rounder. Grew up on a 50-acre farm. Went to Clemson as well. That's a couple Clemson guys we've had. Davey Garcia, I'm assuming how you pronounce that. Davey Garcia, international free agent, 2015. Pitched in the Futures game this year. Okay. Gunnar Henderson. Sounds familiar. Shortstop prospect. 42nd overall. Alabama Player of the Year. Nice. He came out of high school, was going to go to Auburn, and then obviously went into the minor league system when he got drafted. Ian Anderson, one of the top pitching prospects for Atlanta, who has a stacked system. First rounder, 3rd overall in 2016, also pitched in the Futures game. His twin brother pitches for the Rangers in their minor leagues. Ian Anderson has a good pedigree. They're really hoping for some good things out of him. Here's another first Bowman paper, Josh Wolf. Don't know anything about Josh. I was watching somebody else open up a pack of this on YouTube, and they pulled a Josh Wolf autograph the other day. I believe it was Up North Cards or Up North Productions. Feel free to check them out. Christian Robinson, outfield prospect, free agent. Kyle Stowers, one of the young players, 71st overall, second rounder, out of Stanford. Obviously, Orioles are in rebuilding mode right now. Hopefully he, along with Adley Rutschman, can be a big part of what they're hoping to build there. Sixto Sanchez, I mentioned him in one of my other videos. This is the first time I picked up one of his cards for the Marlins. He was a big member of the Phillies minor league system, and then he was one of the main pieces that got traded in the trade that sent JT Realmuto from Miami to Philadelphia. So Sixto Sanchez, is one of the top prospects, pitching prospects in baseball. That's a nice one. Matthew Allen, first Bowman. Here's a lot of Mets. I'm not a real big Mets fan, but if you were, you'd be getting quite a few here. Central Florida Player of the Year, third rounder this year. Okay, now you can see we've got a lot of these Chrome cards. All these previous ones have been paper. These Bowman Chrome, especially first Bowman Chrome, are the most valuable because if this guy, Eric Rivera, or any of these guys turn out to be a big prospect, it'll be this first Bowman Chrome card that's really going to carry the most value. Eric Rivera, an outfielder, 121st overall, a fourth rounder this year. And you can see he was an Under Armour All-American. Also had interest as a left-handed pitcher. Planned to attend Florida International, but instead decided to forego his college career and sign with the Angels. So there you go. I'll make a nice stack for these Bowman Chromes. Nick Quintana, right-handed hitter here. Don't know anything about him. Another first Bowman. That's nice. Third base prospect. He was drafted 47th overall, second rounder. Second team All-American. Also played in the Cape Cod League out of University of Arizona. Nice. We've got Jordan Groshans, shortstop, middle infielder. Picked 12th overall last year in the 2018 draft. Younger brother of Jax Groshans, who was a fifth-round pick of the Red Sox this year. So you can see he put up pretty decent numbers. Be looking out for him in the Toronto system. Obviously, they're kind of loaded right now with Biggio and Bichette and Guerrero. Bo Phillip, another first Bowman Chrome, shortstop. Is this a refractor or is that just glaring in the... I don't think it's a refractor. It'll say on the back if it is. It is a refractor. See, you can always tell when it's a refractor right there. They always just kind of shine a little bit more. Bo Phillip refractor, first Bowman. Shortstop prospect for the Braves. I do not know anything about him. 60th overall, second round pick. Hit .311 at Oregon State. Member of the Oregon State Beaver program. Top of the order type of a hitter. Okay. Be looking out for that. Bo Phillip. That's another nice one. Refractor. Oh boy, I do not know how to pronounce this name. John. Oh man, I'm just going to leave that up for you guys. Doxaxis? I don't know. He's another first Bowman. Every single one of these has been a first Bowman. Another refractor. Look at that. Awesome. Followed his mother and father to Texas A&M. Has a younger brother. Doxaxis? I don't know how to say that. I apologize. Not trying to be rude. See, not all these have the refractor on there. My first three did not. And you can kind of see the difference. These definitely have a little bit more glimmer to them than those others that can just kind of sit there and not really be shiny. All right, so we've got a couple refractors in a row. Here we go. We've got a draft progression for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cal Mitchell, Travis Swaggerty, and now Quinn Priester. Their last three first-round draft picks. That's an insert. Drafted in the second round, first round, and first round. All right. And then here's the Sparkle. This is a nice one. Sparkle, first Bowman, would have been nice. This would have been autographed. Yordis Valdez, shortstop prospect for Cleveland. He looks really skinny. Look at that. It says he is 6'1", 170. So he is kind of tall and thin. Second round pick, 63rd overall. Drafted out of high school. Stellar glove man, has all the tools to stick at shortstop. And a contact hitter. His father was a Cuban national player. Planned to attend Florida State. Then obviously, when you get drafted in the top 2 rounds, you decide, I'm just going to enter the draft or enter the major leagues and take my luck. So that's a pretty nice Sparkle refractor. I don't know what the odds of that was. Those are not numbered, by the way. Sparkle, base chrome, Sparkle refractor right here. Oh geez, let me get it on camera. 1 in 25. So that's pretty good. You see these are not numbered, but they are still pretty nice. Put him right there. Jackson Kowar, he's one of the pitchers from the University of Florida that the Royals drafted in 2018, along with Brady Singer. whenever they found out that they had no pitching left after trading away Sean Manaea and Brandon Finnegan when they won the World Series. They decided that they'd been missing on high school prospects and needed to go to more college arms that would be ready to get to the major leagues a little bit quicker. And so they have Jackson Coar and Brady Singer, both out of the University of Florida, who have been doing all right in their minor league system. And then finally, we have Evan Edwards, first baseman, first Bowman Chrome for Miami. You see he's a big-time power prospect, looks like. Constant threat to leave the yard. Yep. Anytime you're a first baseman and you're that big. Look at that. Well, I guess he's not even that big, 6 foot 200. He just looks bigger. Drafted in the 4th round, 111th overall. And it says he admires Freddie Freeman, which is obviously a great guy to model your career after. So there you have it. It's hard to tell if you get your money's worth on these type of cards right now, just because they are so young and a lot of these players haven't even made it far enough to tell if they're going to be a big player in the major leagues or not. We got these 2 refractors, Bo Phillip and John Docaxis. I really don't know how to say that. I apologize. We got the Sparkle and the insert, which is all right as well. And then in addition to the stack of quote-unquote paper cards, and probably the best prospect out of the bunch, at least the most well-known right now, is Andrew Vaughn. So if you're interested in this product, I'm sure you could find it online at various card stores, or maybe your local card store. Swing on by and see if they have it. If you want to try to pick it up, hopefully this will help make your decision. Thanks again for watching this video. I am going to open up some more cards a little bit later this week and post that as well. So I appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all in the next one.